What's up? So I was on a site and somebody actually had the nerve to say that Tevin Campbell couldn't sing. I'm like, dang, now you might be a real young millennial and that might have predated you and you might have just seen Usher at the middle part of his career and Chris Brown at the start and some other cats, but let's not get it twisted. Tevin Campbell is one of the baddest artists to emerge over the last 30 years. I mean, as a kid, he had incredible range, and he was a true performer. Worked with top flight artists and musicians. Got discovered by the great Bobby Humphries, associated with Quincy Jones, and he worked with Babyface and Prince, and I'll be sure, and he hit, and he had, but the man's voice and range, and he also worked with Nard and Michael Walden, but the man's range is the truth, a true professional. So I'm like, how people gonna come out here and question somebody that he this cat could sing, and he could really blow. One of my favorites from '90s. Cause I thought, man, and when you want to talk about someone that's truly unsung and hasn't gotten their due, he's one of those cats, cause he really was bringing the business. And other artists have had maybe more careers and more run, but his body of work for that window was sweet. I mean, just to hear his harmony. I remember he sung for Aretha Franklin. She requested that he sung. Let's throw that respect out there. He was on a Paul Anka album, some standards, and he was very select about who he worked with because he wasn't just gonna put out any garbage. And I'm glad that Tevin Campbell represented. He wasn't about singing no trap tired beats or 808s and doing stuff that's trendy and catchy, because he flat out can sing. And I was fortunate. It was about a few years back. There's a YouTube clip of him doing a cover of Michael Jackson's Butterflies, and he sounded great, and just always loved his tone, his vocal runs, his professionalism, his dedication. So, it's one thing when people put out stuff that they don't like somebody, because everybody's fair game to what they don't like, but you can't come out here and say that cat can't sing. Tevin Campbell was one of the best singers, straight up, and that cat should have had a bigger career. That is an R&B travesty and sadness that he isn't bigger than he is, because he was every bit as dynamic as almost any R&B singer you can mention in the last 30 years just on them vocals alone. He was true professional. So I wanted to make a point about that, because Tevin's one of my favorite singers ever. And it's just bad comedy, bad trolling when people don't, put out some stuff that's just whack. So give a big shout out to Tevin Campbell. Put some respect by that man singing. Peace.